Hajime I'm your anime manga mom. What if your mom watched anime? Well, I don't know what your mom would be like, but I am a mom. And I have started an obsession with anime. And so if you have any questions on what a mom would think or something like that, then let me know. I started watching anime in 2019. I am 43 years old now, and I am definitely an otaku now. Uh, my sister-in-law, she has watched anime since she was a teen. So she has all the old school, all the classics, all the way up until now. She's got anime tattoos. I mean, she's all in. So when I get a recommendation, I get it from her. She convinced my nephew to start, and then my nephew convinced my son to start. So in 2019, he started Naruto, and he got really into it. He would watch it. I think he watched Naruto like 3 times. But then in October, he said, "Mom, for Halloween, I want to be Sasuke." So I looked up Sasuke outfits, and it was mostly from Shippuden. And since my son didn't watch Shippuden, then he said, well, I decided I would watch Naruto, see a couple of episodes, and see what does Sasuke wear. Because I couldn't tell what color the shorts were. I couldn't tell what does it do when you move. So I watched a few episodes, and then I met Kakashi, and I was like, oh, this is good. I loved his character, how he was stern with them, how he had so many skills, and then his fight with Zabuza, it just had me sold. So I mean, I got really into it. I loved the world building. I mean, I could almost believe that Konoha was a real place. There were so many characters with amazing backstories. It was familiar enough to keep me entertained, but yet foreign enough to have just this really attractive quality to it. I really liked it. I wanted to know what the words, what the letters on the entrance gates to the village were. I wanted to know all the things that they don't translate. So I even started studying Japanese so I can introduce myself. I can say, "Hajime mashite. Watashi wa anime manga mom desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu." I can say, "Watashi wa Nihongo o benkyou shimasu." I'm studying Japanese. And let's see. So that's how I started watching it. And when we got through Shippuden and we got to the war arc, I was like, oh no, this is almost over. We're going to have to find something else. Little did I know that the war arc is one of the longest arcs in anime. So we had plenty of time. But I went online and I looked at people who recommended anime and who did character analysis and breakdowns of shows and stuff. And I ran across Nux Taku, and he had this video on like the 100 best animes or something like that. Then we went through, and I started a couple on my own because I wasn't sure what was involved. And there's a little bit of fan service in Naruto, specifically his sexy jutsu. And when he shows his sexy jutsu to Jiraiya, which is a little problematic, but it's a little funny too. So then, but I wanted to make sure that there was nothing stronger than that in the next anime that I picked. So I tried a few. Let's see, next Taku, he had recommended Gintama, which normally wouldn't be something that I'd be into. I'm not a big fan of sophomoric humor, but I really liked it. I really liked it mostly for Gentaki, because even though he seems like kind of a screw up, kind of a sloughs off his responsibility, which really isn't attractive to a woman, but he also has this depth of character, this damaged person, and you can tell that he has so much potential and so much more to him than he lets on. So I watched at least until they changed the intro song, which was I loved it so much I bought it. It was Tommy Heavenly Six, Pray. I love that one. My daughter, she's not into anime, but her friends were. She watched Cowboy Bebop, and she uh, told me I should check that one out. So I tried that one. Um, and it wasn't really one that my son would like, but it had another great song that I've got. It's The Real Folk Blues. I love that one. I can even understand most of the lyrics to it now, even though I still rely heavily on phonetics to sing that one. Let's see. Anyways, I made my son his Sasuke outfit, and he was Sasuke for that Halloween. The next Halloween, he was Naruto from Shippuden, and I hand sewed a tracksuit, an orange tracksuit for him, using videos from YouTube on how to make joggers. And then I made him a windbreaker jacket, hoodie that had the Uzumaki symbol on the back, like his has. And then we ordered let's see, what was it? It wasn't the Hokage robe, it was the Sage Mode robe. So we ordered the Sage Mode robe, and it turned out really good. And he still had the kunai hip holder from his Sasuke outfit. So that was good. Then after we finished Naruto, my son picked Death Note to watch. So we watched that. And at the first episode, I turned it off. I was like, no. There was a woman who got attacked. And I was like, this is a little graphic. It's a little rough, a little too much. So we turned it off. But then I watched a couple episodes on my own and saw that was about the most graphic it got. And that was the worst of it. And we could handle that. So we finally watched it. He loved it. It's one of his top favorites. I even made him a little Death Note notebook. But I didn't let him take it to school because I knew some kids have gotten in trouble for things like that. But when I finally realized that I was an otaku, it was My Hero Academia. And I was like, oh, yes, this is a genre that I love. It's what got me into reading the manga because there were so many spoilers that I was getting online, because I love character analysis breakdowns and scaling videos, things like that. And I was just getting so many spoilers, so I thought if I get caught up in the manga, then I won't have any spoilers. But they release in Japan first, and then they release it in English, and so there are still spoilers even if you read the manga. But I had heard, oh, manga, you should read the manga, and I was like, why in the world would you want to look at a 2D black and white image? Why is that better than full color animation with music and voice? But it is better, because in the manga, the artist, the writer, can tell you exactly what's important, exactly what you need to know. The fight scenes are more dynamic, the violence is harsher, the sexuality is stronger. So you get all of that, and when they make it into an anime, they kind of tone all that stuff down a little bit. And like in My Hero Academia, you have the quirk assessment part, and you see Bakugo, he gets mad when Deku has his quirk. But in the manga, it really is more like the shock, the absolute shock on his face is just, it's everything. And it really made me know that there really is a difference in reading the manga and watching the anime. So I recommend that. I recommend checking it out. I recommend. Ooh, looks like it's been 10 minutes already. Let's see. Other animes that I really, really enjoyed are Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Fruits Basket, one of my all time favorites. Let's see. Blue Period is one of my top favorites. What else? All right, Naruto Shippuden. These are some absolutely great ones. There are some that are and there are some that my son recommended to me, like Seven Deadly Sins. I was not on board for all of the uh, pretty much assault that Melodious gives Elizabeth. I was like, this is not okay. But then, he would convince me, I'll watch one of yours if you watch one of mine. And so I'll watch it for Bon alone. Even though that's problematic too with his relationship. Um, it's a lot of these age differences, age gaps are a little problematic for me. But if you want to know what a mom thinks about anime and manga, then hit me up, ask me your questions, give me your recommendations. What is your favorite anime? My favorite anime is Fruits Basket. My favorite character is Shigure. I love Kyo, I love Toru, I love Uotani and Hanajima and Momoji. I mean, pretty much I love all the characters except Akito. And I know that Akito is a damaged person, but it went too far. That's my take anyway. I try not to give too many spoilers, but you know how it goes. Anyways, let me know if you have any questions. What was your first anime? What is the anime that made you realize that you were an otaku? And what is your favorite anime? Give me your recommendations, and I will talk to you next time. And we'll be best otakus. All right. Bye bye.